everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we should look to the war up front. The Falcons are top 10 in rushing yards, and they're going up against the Bears team that will need to keep the running game in check.
All right, we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Webb. He completes it to Julio Jones. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2. Second down following the run. They will run again with Coleman. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it third down. Webb now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Walters. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. This is Freeman on first and 10. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a second and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Here's Webb. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Falcons will call on Matt Bryant for the field goal try. This will be, 38 yards out. And it's off the crossbar. Oh, he couldn't even get it there. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now a handoff here to his running back. He finds an opening past the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Watch it now. Detroit. Detroit. No. Over.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some room to work. Fancy footwork at the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is, how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
On second down, here's Trubisky. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. A first update now from Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. On third down, Trubisky. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On second down, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third down. That's Norris. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
Tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And not only did he not get in the end zone, he didn't get the first down either. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. A handoff, Devontae Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Webb. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
On second down, Webb. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Webb. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. They'll run here with Freeman. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
This is Coleman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Around the NFL, we've got a 2nd quarter score. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but there's that special one there. I say they go get him. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Fresh set of downs here. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Trubisky. Flush to his right. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
No. Check. Patriots.
Again, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Now a first down throw. Webb. And got his man complete. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Let's go. 3-19.
On first down, it's Webb. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
All right, here we go.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Webb. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a third down.
Let's go. Green, 39.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Webb to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Sharp. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? The second quarter score from Cincinnati. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. This fielded at the 2. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Watch it now, Barney. Leopard.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And to give this time to the tailback. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's Trubisky to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Green, 39. Back 99. Here we go.
Play action. It's Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Well, they went for all the marbles there on that long pass. He caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds.
So difficult, isn't it? Because you have so many things you're going through on that play, trying to get open, trying to catch the ball, and still get your feet down to complete the process of the play. Not successful on that attempt.
And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. Well, that was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right. They weren't fooled, and they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stuffed the fake, and they take over the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice gain of 21 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Webb. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4.
Now let's go. Green, back 99 Philly. Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Over.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now Webb. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down. Webb now from the gun. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Over.
Now Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. Now Trubisky on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Here's Webb. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jonathan Bullard with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Jacob Shum now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 23. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sliding out of the pocket toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Trubisky will throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Collins. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Webb. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on second down, here's Webb. Flushed out right. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Webb now. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yards.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Rolling to his right. Going deep for Hopkins. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Trubisky. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking to throw on second down. Webb. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like him? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff position? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, they really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall right at the line of scrimmage. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side,